Well, let's bring in Alina Habba, who is a senior advisor to the president's campaign. Thank you very much, Alina, for joining us here on the program. There is a lot of jubilation here. Do you think that the mood, the energy, given what happened at the weekend, has changed how this RNC is being viewed?
I mean, I hope so. I hope if you have a pulse and you believe in God, how can this not change it, right? I think his policies have always been amazing. I think America First is always a great platform to stand on. But after what happened on Saturday, I don't know how anybody could have a new restoration and belief in life in America, and also in how important this election is. Violence has no place here. What we saw was the demise of our country and the rhetoric from radical left bringing this into our country and allowing something like this to happen. It should never happen. It shouldn't have happened historically. I can't believe that I've seen it in my lifetime.
There are extremists on both sides using language that is extreme, isn't it? Isn't there? I mean, on both sides, we're hearing this kind of violent rhetoric.
I disagree with that. I don't know who you're speaking of, but in terms of the campaign, you have to remember what we've been put through for the past 3 years with President Trump since he left, frankly, since 2015 when he walked down the golden escalator. The desperation coming from people who have somebody who is clearly does not have his faculties in place running the country. The desperation for them to use lawfare, to use some of the things that I've seen, and the desperation now of an individual from Pennsylvania who would ever choose to try and assassinate a president is despicable, frankly, to me. So no, I think that you have to remember that we are responding to being under siege effectively for the last, frankly, for him since 2015. For me personally, I've been with him, post-presidency for the majority of the time, and dealing with the legal lawfare and warfare that they've put on him. It's persecution, frankly.
We have spoken about the weekend, but we also understand that U.S. intelligence received intelligence in recent weeks about an Iranian plot to assassinate Donald Trump. And that was also one of the reasons why the Secret Service wanted to up his protection. Are you guys hearing anything about this?
I would never speak to any of that. I don't put my President Trump at risk, and would never. That's between him and Secret Service.
Has it changed him, what happened at the weekend?
How can it not? Has it changed him? No, I don't think it's changed him. I think anybody who is almost assassinated has a new appreciation for every day. Although he's frankly always lived his life appreciating every day and making the most of it. The man fights hard every single day. So I can tell you the first time I saw him post-assassination, he was at business as usual, working, speaking to reporters, doing his job, trying to get America back to where it needs to be. But yeah, I'm not sure it changed him. I think that
is he feeling
it's traumatic.
Vulnerable? I mean,
I think you would have to ask him that question. If all I can tell you is from somebody who's seen him, who's spoken to him, vulnerability is not the first thing that I would ever say or see from Donald Trump. He is so strong, so resilient. He brings a strength that, frankly, when anybody is feeling exhausted, we look at him and you get reminded, if this person can go through all of this and continue business as usual. We did not change the moment the flight left for the RNC. Not one thing, not one beat was missed by him. And that's who Donald Trump is and President Trump is, and we love it. It's great.
There's a lot of momentum now, obviously, after J.D. Vance was also announced as his running mate. He has been very critical of Donald Trump in the past. He's described him as America's Hitler. He's described him as an idiot. How is that being received, do you think?
I know J.D. Vance. I don't really care how people receive things. If you look at what people say about me, I think we have to remember something. Life is long. People evolve. People grow. J.D. Vance is America First. He stands on the same values that we do, that President Trump does. And I think he's going to be great for the Trump ticket. I think we're going to take it all the way home. I mean, I didn't really, frankly, have any question in my mind. But with Vance on the ticket, I think we're stronger than ever. We're going to be just fine.
What do you think Vance taps into?
Number one, I love his youth. I'll be honest with you. I love that he's my generation. I love that he matches President Trump's energy, which is hard to do even at 40, because he can exhaust me. President Trump has more energy than I do. But he loves America, and he's all about that, and that's number one. He puts America first. That's number one, and that's everything to us. So, as time goes on, obviously he'll be questioned about policies and issues, and I look forward to hearing his perspective on it. But more importantly, I'm just really proud of President Trump selecting somebody who's in my generation, who's young, and who has a new, different vitality and also perspective on America. The America he knows is going to be different than some others, and I think he's a lovely person. I know him personally. He's great.
I mean, a lot of analysts are saying it's succession planning for Donald Trump. Is that how it's viewed?
I don't view it that way. I view every day as a gift, especially after Saturday.
And tell me what you're hoping from the next few days here at the campaign, because we're expecting to hear from President Trump later in the week. Yeah. Has he changed his speech?
Yes.
Just tell us a little bit about what we're likely to expect.
Well, I think it was only natural to change the speech after that. He's, working hard to make sure his time is everything, and people listen when he speaks. They always have. So he knows the value of his words. I think after Saturday's events, he has to and did decide that the tone needed to be different. So I'm obviously not going to give away the big reveal, but I'm excited. I'm excited to speak. I'm excited to hear him speak. I can't wait.
I guess the big theme that we keep hearing is unity. Does he think he can bring all of America together?
I know he can, and he knows he can. And I think if you look at the polls, America knows he can, because what this current administration has done is create such division with their radicalism, with what's going on in the borders, what's going on with our children, with indoctrination, with things that I just do not find acceptable as a mom, as a woman, as a Catholic. There's so many levels of things that need to be cleaned up. Weaponizing the justice system, for me, obviously, is the forefront of my mind. And there's no question to me that when President Trump wins, he'll clean up house.
If he doesn't win?
I can't imagine how that could happen unless somebody lies, cheats, or steals. But we never put anything past them.
We'll have to see November 5th. Alina, thank you so much.
Thank you.